we have our bass as a main instrument basically, so let's listen to it now. What's up everyone, Bizas here and welcome to the Sweets on Sunday. This Robotic Dirty Bass you just heard a moment ago. Very cool, very interesting, very dirty. But what's most important about this, it is using only a default patch of the drift synthesizer without touching any parameters whatsoever. Now let's jump into Ableton and let's see how to make it. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a really fun thing. We will be experimenting with some sounds obviously, and we will be using drift for that. And the funniest part is that we will probably not touch anything inside the drift synthesizer. So we're going to drop it into the initial patch as it is straight from the factory. And then we're not going to touch anything. We're just going to go through some effects and we're going to add effects and shape the sound with the effects only. We might probably change and tweak one thing inside drift, but we're going to do that at the very end. So let's start. Let's grab a fresh drift into our fresh MIDI channel. And that's how it sounds now. Okay, cool. Not touching anything. I know it probably hurts that we want to change the filter or anything. Okay, so bear with me for a moment. So let's go to the audio effects. Let's go to the drive-in color and let's go for the redux or reduction of the bits basically. So let's change the bits to like 12, maybe. Yeah, let's leave it on 12 bits. Does it change much? Not yet, but let's go with the rate to around 3 kilohertz. Let's listen to how it changes the sound. So we get this really funny glitchy thing now. Okay, let's leave 358. Let's add some jitter, so we're gonna hear that little sound breaking actually tiny bit. So we widen the sound a little bit. It's much wider now. That's it. Leave it as it is now. Now we're going to shape the sound with the filter a little bit. So we're not touching this filter. We will be using auto filter. It might be a little bit of a cheating, but well, it's all about fun and experiments, isn't it? So let's grab an auto filter and let's shape the sound with this little dot here. Okay. So we're taming these frequencies a little bit. We can add some resonance if you want. We can add another phone that, so that's cool. But we're not gonna go this way. Let's leave it off. Or let's add a little bit amount. Okay, cool. Now let's add reverb. So let's make it feel like we are in the small room. So let's go to reverb and resonance and use the standard reverb that is in every version of Ableton Live, and let's bring the decay down to like half second or 600 milliseconds. Okay. The sound is already cool. It is a bit quiet, so let's use a limiter at the end. Why not? We have the limiter here, and we can keep the ceiling to around like minus 1.5 decibel just in case, and we can bring the gain up. Okay, we can play two keys at the same time because we are in the poly mode, but that sounds okay to me at the moment. That's really cool. So let's widen the sound even a little bit more. So we can use a haze effect. There are some plugins that do that. For example, I have the free plugin that is a bundle of 30 plugins actually from Kilohearts, and we have them here. Kilohearts, and we have a haze effect, but we can actually see how it looks like. Let's drop it at the end. There it is. Just before the limiter, and that's going to widen our sound. There it is. But if you don't have this one, we can actually do it the same in Ableton. Just use a regular delay. So let's go to audio effects. Let's find delay in loop. Let's use delay. And now what we want to do is to desynchronize these two channels. They will not be synced with notes. They will be synced by time, and we're gonna unchain that, go here, and we want to go to like small values, so around like 10-20 milliseconds, so it's very short. Let's go here as well. Let's listen to it now. with and without it. Let's play with the parameters a little bit. These two times have to be a little bit different because if they're the same, we won't hear the effect. So let's play a little bit more. Okay. Now let's play with the filter. But what we want to probably touch, if we try, we can change the decay of the reverb. So let's listen to how it would sound if we make the room actually quite big. So let's add a little bit of the reflections and diffuse here in the reverb, and let's play with the decay time. That's massive. That's loud actually. Let's bring down our limiter. So you can make really cool sounds without even touching the synth. But let's try to touch it. Let's change one little thing because we're in the poly mode. So if you want to use it like a lead sound, we can try to play with this. So we can go to the mono. That will allow us to play only one sound at a time. We can map the filter to our MIDI keyboard, to like one of the knobs in our MIDI keyboard. Well, I can actually do it now. So I'm gonna press MIDI. I'm gonna map the filter frequency with one of the knobs on my Arturia Minilab. There it is, and we can play some notes. And play with the knob on our keyboard instead of using our mouse. Perfect. But now let's add this little parameter here that will adjust the level of mono, so basically add some kind of a sub oscillator. This is getting massive now. We can have a really quite a almost clean bass. And we're gonna add this little crunch and grunge in the high end. Oh, cool. I really like it. Also, let's play with another types and ladder mode. So let's go to the stereo mode. We can make the sound even wider, can we? Let's add some drift. A tiny bit, yeah. We already have this widened with the delay effect, so we don't need to do that anymore. Let's try the unison mode. You can make a cool pad out of it then. Let's bring the decay up again. Okay, cool. And let's just change the envelope a little bit. So let's make like a really long attack, 3 seconds, really long release, and longer decay. That works well too. So you see the sound is very universal, but I love it in the mono mode. Oh, with the normal attack, decay, release, and sustain. And with a shorter decay. Okay, so we have our robotic bass sound without basically almost touching the synthesizer at all, with 4 effects. Now, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, that also helps a lot. You can of course download this patch for free in the description box down below. Leave a comment if you like it. What type of music would you use it for basically? Drift is a super powerful synth and super easy at the same time. If you want to master the drift and know everything about it, make sure to watch this video next, and we'll see you there. So thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next video. Cheers.